What's up, guys? You know, I have not done a Piranha build in a while, and we did this dial probably 2 years ago. This is a lasered copper dial. So, lasered out the background on this, let the copper stay kind of risen up, and then age the background on it. So with the copper, you get a little bit of pink tones there, but it looks very cool. So did this in a brushed case. Since the, it's kind of hard to see, but when you have the dial out, the border around this is dark black. So since it was black, I went with a matte black paddle handset and a matte black aggressive shark tooth bezel. And then I did a drop in. This is, I want to say this is a brass yachtmaster diver insert, but I have brass ones that look more gold. So I technically think this is considered rose gold, but it goes so nice with the copper. Whenever I had this out and I was moving it back and forth, I could get the colors to match perfectly with each other. So technically this is rose gold and that's copper, but they complement each other nicely. Put this on a super soft HD straps from Mr. Twanvu. Just a really nice brown leather with off-white stitching. And I happen to have an aged brass buckle. And then you got a nice little BVW milled caseback. And that is your build. Bezel on this, well, it'll go left, it'll go right. It is a tension ring bezel, and it is on there really tight, so it is only going to move if you want it to move. It is not going to move on its own. It's not going to barely move either. See how it just, what I had to do. Oh, there's a little bit of line there, but it's basically, you can see it on my finger. So that's from just turning that. So it's, you're going to have to actually move it if you want to move it. Automatic mechanical, you've got a rotor in the back, so as you're moving, it's moving and winding and keeping time. But before you put it on, before you set your time, pre-wind it just a little bit, because if you just set your time, put it on, and you're not moving around very much, it could stop on you, and then it could pick up, so you might be losing a couple seconds here, a couple seconds there. So don't want to do that. Pre-wind it a little bit, back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. You know you're off that crown tube. Feel a little bit of play there. There's not as much structure. You can feel it's actually kind of moving around. At that point, you can wind it. A wind is a turn away from you or clockwise. You're looking at it. Turning it towards you will click it, but it does not wind it. That winds, not wind, wind, not wind. I always go back and forth. 4 or 5 seconds of that mixed with the rotor movement will keep your time throughout the day. But if you know you're going to be driving or at a desk all day or something where you're not going to be moving around that much, go ahead and wind it a little bit longer. Max out your 31-hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it. It's got a slipping mainspring, so once it has what it needs, it is just deflecting. When you're happy with your wind, you're going to pull it to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so that seconds hand is going to keep going. You'll also notice you got what's called a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on anything. Alexa, what time is it? 11:42 p.m., which is about right there. Let's hit this with some canned air. Right. That's your build. This will be available in the Saturday event. It's Friday, super late. I probably aren't going to get this video up until tomorrow, but this will be at 22 a spot. So good luck. It's going to come with a couple things. It's going to come with complimentary beads. is going to come in one of my vintage Piranha boxes. This is one of the ones, the old style none, the one where the has a hinged lid. So, old style, one from Mr. Chris Evans. It's going to come with a few things as well. You're going to get watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. Good for everything here in the center. It's also going to come with leather conditioner to keep this strap perfectly soft. You would apply it on the front and the back. Let it soak in. Use a rag. Don't use one of your microfibers, only if you feel it's not as pliable, which is probably not going to be the case with this, but it could be the case with some of your other watches. And lastly, you're going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged via me. It's like Polywatch, and it's for your domed acrylic glass that you can scratch. If you do put a tiny bit of that on it, use your included microfiber, your other microfiber, and buff it out. Generate some heat with your thumb, making tiny circles. Generate, obviously, larger circles and kind of get it worked in. About 30 seconds of that, and you should have it completely knocked out and buffed out. If you don't, wait a little bit, let that solidify, and then revisit it. If you scratch the case, you have to brush it in with the green side of a Scotch-Brite. So if you get a scratch here, use the green side, do single rounded passes. You're not going to make that scratch go away, but you're going to take the shine off of it, and you're going to kind of blend it a little bit where you can't quite tell with those rounded passes. If you go back and forth, you're going to get a straight line. So do rounded shoving against this to blend it in. So that's the build. If it's going to you, congrats. I hope you love it. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe so I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.